Let's talk about the Raiders first. Where does that rank? Where does that rank?
They're the football team that functions.
What do you mean that? What do you mean by that?
Well, by that I mean they operate as though football is their most important product. Like they've made progress and like they're planning to make more. They look like what the Raiders had not looked like in a long time, which is a competent operation. So all credit to them.
So then what does that mean in terms of the 49ers? You're saying that the most important product is not what's going down on the field for the 49ers?
No, I think they think the most important product is what's on the field, but they're not very good at providing that. So,
before we get to the 49ers, let's talk more about these Raiders. Where does where does that Del Rio call rank from what you've seen in your days in the Bay Area? Where does that rank?
You know what? I didn't think it was an amazingly gutsy call, only because the wisdom has always been you try to win when you're the road team and you're willing to play for a tie if you're at home. Plus, Drew Brees was carving up their defense. So I think in a lot of ways, he provided a logical basis to do something that, frankly, and that his players had to carry out. So, I mean, it made sense to me. It was a perfectly logical and smart play, but I don't know that it reinvents football in any way. But it was, despite what the percentages say, given the situation, I thought the call made sense.
And so the Raiders taking this and making something of it, what do you think the odds are of that happening? Because the bandwagon has been full, Ray, on this team. As you know, the whole country has been all in on the Raiders taking the next step towards the playoffs this year, or fact in it. What do you make of that sensation?
Well, as you know, I'm a big believer in bandwagon.
Yes, you are.
I don't think there is any truer measuring stick for a team that's about ready to burst into flames and die than for people to tell us how good they are. That said, San Diego's hopeless. Denver's funky. Kansas City's weird. I don't know that they're good enough to win the division yet, but they're going to be in the argument till the end. And even if all you want to do is set the bar low for them, that's a lot more than they've been in a while. But I think beyond that, they have all the important positions filled, with people who are going to be there a while. I don't think there's a lot to complain about with these guys, except maybe that they might be going to Vegas next year.
Yeah, they might. Well, as I said at the top of the show and tweeted out yesterday, Del Rio's coaching like he's already there. I mean, what a big call that was, and it paid off for him.
Yeah, I think, and again, I mean, I thought it was a smart call, but I didn't think it was stunning. I just thought it was a guy who had figured out what the percentages are and operated that way. That's what you want your coach to do. If he had decided to just play for the tie, I'd have condemned him, even if they'd won in overtime.
Mm-hmm.
Because you've got to respect that the other team's got players too, and all of New Orleans' players are on offense. So, I thought the way they were going, the way their own offense was operating, I just thought it was the call you had to make. It just made sense, and credit to him for making it, but I don't know that he changed the nature of football as we know it.
CSN Bay Area's Ray Ratto joining me.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.